हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे लूसेंट चैप्टर 3 हम लोगों ने कंप्लीट कर सॉरी चैप्टर नहीं, बायोलॉजी की जूलॉजी में चैप्टर 3 थी या फिर टॉपिक 3 मान लो, वहाँ तक हम लोगों ने कंप्लीट कर लिया था। ये टॉपिक 4 है, सिस्टम ऑफ द ह्यूमन बॉडी। ठीक है, सिस्टम क्या है ह्यूमन बॉडी का वो हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। ठीक है, तो पहला ह्यूमन बॉडी का क्या सिस्टम है, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम होता है। द कंप्लीट प्रोसेस ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 5 स्टेजेस। जो कंप्लीट प्रोसेस ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन जो होता है वो 5 स्टेजेस में डिवाइड होता है, जैसे कि इंजेशन, डाइजेशन, एब्जॉर्प्शन, एसिमिलेशन एंड डिफिकेशन। ठीक है, पहला क्या है इंजेक्शन। इंजेक्शन क्या होता है, टेकिंग द फूड इनटू द माउथ इज कॉल्ड इंजेक्शन, यानी कि इनिशियल स्टेज यहाँ पे फूड को हम लोग माउथ में लेते हैं। ठीक है, डाइजेशन, कन्वर्जन ऑफ नॉन एब्जॉर्बेबल फूड इनटू एब्जॉर्बेबल फॉर्म। डाइजेशन ऑफ द, यहाँ पे नन होगा, सॉरी यहाँ पे होगा नन एब्जॉर्बेबल। ठीक है, नन एब्जॉर्बेबल फूड इनटू एब्जॉर्बेबल फॉर्म। द डाइजेशन ऑफ द फूड इज स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द माउथ। द फर्स्ट डाइजेशन कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है, माउथ से ही स्टार्ट होता है। तो सलाइवा जो होता है इज सिक्रेटेड बाय सैलिवरी ग्लैंड। ठीक है, इन माउथ इन विच एंजाइम एमिलेस और पिटिलिन इज प्रेजेंट। ठीक है, वहाँ पे प्रेजेंट रहता है। दे कन्वर्ट स्टार्च इनटू सिंपल शुगर एंड मेक इट डाइजेस्टिबल। ठीक है, सिंपल शुगर में करते हैं और इसको डाइजेस्टेबल इनको डाइजेस्टेबल करते हैं। ठीक है, इन ह्यूमन सिक्रेशन ऑफ सलाइवा इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1.5 लीटर पर डे। ठीक है, ह्यूमन सिक्रेशन ऑफ सलाइवा कितना होता है, 1.5 लीटर पर डे होता है। नेचर ऑफ सलाइवा इज एसिडिक, एसिडिक रहता है। पीएच वैल्यू कितना रहता है, 6.8 to 7.3 रहता है। फ्रॉम द माउथ फूड रीच इनटू स्टमच थ्रू फूड पाइप, और उसको क्या बोलते हैं, ओएसोफेगस। ओएसोफेगस कहते हैं। नो डाइजेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन फूड पाइप। ठीक है, नो डाइजेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन फूड पाइप। डाइजेशन फूड पाइप में नहीं होता है, वो सिर्फ फूड पाइप होता है कि फूड को सलाइवा से जब छोटे छोटे पीस में हो जाते हैं टुकड़े, देन वो फूड पाइप से प्रोसेस होता है। द टीथ यूज फॉर ग्राइंडिंग ऑफ फूड इन द मोलर इज मोलर। ठीक है, द रेगुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड एक्सपेंशन ऑफ द वॉल ऑफ एलिमेंट्री कैनल टू पुश द फूड इन फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन इज कॉल्ड द प्रिस्टैलिक्टिक मूवमेंट। ठीक है, उसको प्रिस्टैलिक्टिक मूवमेंट कहते हैं। डाइजेशन इन स्टोमच। ठीक है, डाइजेशन इन स्टोमच क्या होता है, द फूड लाइज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 4 आवर्स इन स्टोमच। ठीक है, फूड जो होता है वो लाई करते हैं अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 4 आवर्स। पेट में हमारे 4 घंटे फूड रहते हैं। ठीक है, आफ्टर रीचिंग द फूड इन स्टोमच गैस्ट्रिक ग्लैंड सीक्रेट्स एंड गैस्ट्रिक जूस जो होते हैं सीक्रेट्स करके गैस्ट्रिक जूस बनाते हैं। दिस इज द लाइट येलो एसिडिक लिक्विड। ठीक है, पीएच ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक जूस इज अबाउट 1.5 to 3.5। हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड secreted from the oxygenatic cells of the stomach kills all the bacteria coming with the food and accelerates the reaction of enzymes। ठीक है, वो एक्सलेट करता है। पहले तो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड क्या होता है, वो फॉर्म करता है, ऑक्सीनेटिक सेल्स फॉर्म करता है ऑफ द स्टोमच। ठीक है, और ये क्या करता है, किल करता है बैक्टीरिया को। बैक्टीरिया किल करता है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड जो फूड में रहते हैं, एंड इससे एक्सलेट करता है इंजाइम, रिएक्शन ऑफ इंजाइम से एक्सलेट करता है। हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड क्या होता है, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड मेक्स द फूड एसिडिक बाय विच एमिलेस रिएक्शन ऑफ द सलाइवा एंड। ठीक है, द इंजाइम्स इन द गैस्ट्रिक जूस ऑफ स्टमच आर पेप्सिन और रेनिन। पेप्सिन और रेनिन होता है, पेप्सिन एंड रेनिन होता है। पेप्सिन ब्रेक्स डाउन द प्रोटीन इनटू पेप्टोन्स। तो पेप्सिन जो क्या करता है, वो फॉर द ब्रेक डाउन करता है प्रोटीन में। ठीक है, रेनिन जो होता है वो क्या करता है, वो कैसिनोजेन इनटू कैसीन फाउंड इन मिल्क। ठीक है, मिल्क प्रोटीन होता है, ये कैसीन मिल्क प्रोटीन होता है, यानी प्रोटीन बनाता है। ठीक है, डाइजेशन इन इंटेस्टाइन। इंटेस्टाइन डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 मेन पार्ट, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन और लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन। ठीक है, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन का क्या काम रहता है, फूड को डाइजेस्ट करने के लिए। इस सब डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट। 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड होता है, duodenum, jejunum and ileum। ठीक है, duodenum as soon as the food reaches the duodenum, bile juice from liver combines with it. Bile juice turns the acidic medium of food into alkaline. Here, pancreatic juice from pancreas combines with the food. It contains three types of enzymes. तीन type of enzymes होता है. Trypsin होता है. It converts the protein and peptone into polypeptides and amino acid. ठीक है. Amylase क्या होता है? It converts the starch into soluble sugar. Lipase क्या होता है? It converts the emulsified fats into glycerol and fatty acids. ठीक है. ये क्या होता है? Cholecystokinin is a hormone secreted by endocrine cells of duodenum which induce the release of digestive enzyme from pancreas and bile from gallbladder. It is also known as the appetite suppressor. ठीक है. Jejunum क्या होता है? Here the process of digestion completed and absorption of digested food start from the wall of small intestine. Intestinal juice secretes the following enzymes. Contains epsin. It converts the remaining protein and peptone into amino acids. Maltase. It converts the maltose into glucose. Sucrase. It converts the sucrose into glucose and fructose. Lactase. It converts the lactose into glucose and glucose. Lipase. It converts the emulsified fats into glycerol and fatty acids. Intestinal juice is alkaline in nature. In a healthy people, approximately 2 liters of intestinal juice secretes every day. तो एक हेल्दी पीपल में 2 लीटर इंटेस्टिनल जूस जो होता है वो सीक्रेट करता है हर दिन. ठीक है. इलेनियम क्या होता है? उसमें एब्जॉर्प्शन होता है. डाइजेस्टेड फूड गेट मिक्सड इन ब्लड. कॉल इट द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ डाइजेस्टेड फूड टेक्स प्लेस थ्रू विली फाउंड इन द वॉल ऑफ द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन और इलेनियम. ठीक है. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन और इलेनियम में प्रेजेंट रहता है. एसिमिलेशन कहते हैं यूज ऑफ एब्जॉर्बेड फूड इन द बॉडी इज कॉल्ड एसिमिलेशन. ठीक है. लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन क्या होता है? डिफेक्शन. undigested food reaches into the large intestine where bacteria turns into feces which is excreted through anus. ठीक है. excreted through small intestine is longer than the large intestine. small intestine जो होता है वो बड़ा होता है large intestine से. ठीक है. summary of digestion. ठीक है. summary of digestion पहले कैसा लगेगा? gland juice enzyme क्या बनता है? amylase starch eligible substance starch after reaction maltose बनता है. peptones गैस्ट्रिक जूस में क्या होता है? पेप्सिन प्रोटीन पेप्टोन्स. ये चार्ट है. ठीक है. आप लोग ये चार्ट देख लेना. नेक्स्ट द मेन ऑर्गेन्स पार्टिसिपेट इन डाइजेशन. जो मेन ऑर्गेन पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं डाइजेशन में कौन से हैं? वो लीवर. पहला लीवर. दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट ग्लैंड ऑफ द ह्यूमन बॉडी. इट्स वेट इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1.5 से 2 किलो का ये होता है. बाइल इज सिक्रेटेड थ्रू लीवर ओनली. बाइल जो होता है वो लीवर से सिक्रेट करता है. दिस बाइल एक्सीलरेट द रिएक्शन ऑफ एंजाइम्स प्रेजेंट इन द इंटेस्टाइन. ठीक है. लीवर कन्वर्ट एक्सेस ऑफ अमीनो एसिड इनटू अमोनिया बाय deamination. These ammonia are further converted into urea by ornithine cycle. ठीक है. यूरिया comes out from body through kidney. ठीक है. यूरिया क्या होता है? वो बॉडी से बाहर निकलता है किडनी के थ्रू. ठीक है. लीवर कैन कन्वर्ट some quantity of protein into glucose during deficiency of carbohydrate. ठीक है. in carbohydrate metabolism liver converts. ठीक है. ये पॉइंट थोड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. लीवर कैन कन्वर्ट सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ प्रोटीन. ठीक है. लीवर जो होता है वो कुछ क्वांटिटी ऑफ सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ प्रोटीन इनटू लीवर कैन कन्वर्ट सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ. लीवर जो होता है वो कन्वर्ट करता है सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ प्रोटीन इनटू ग्लूकोज. कुछ क्वांटिटी ऑफ प्रोटीन को ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट करता है ड्यूरिंग डिफिशिएंसी ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट. जिसमें जब कार्बोहाइड्रेट की डिफिशिएंसी होती है. इन कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स मेटाबॉलिज्म लीवर कन्वर्ट्स द एक्सेस ऑफ ग्लूकोज फाउंड इन ब्लड into glycogen and stores it into hepatic cells as reserve nutrition. If the necessity of glucose arises, the liver converts glycogen and into glucose. Thus, it regulates the quantity of glucose in the blood. Okay. So वो क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? जब कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो होता है ना वो मेटाबॉलिज्म इन कार्बोहाइड्रेट मेटाबॉलिज्म लीवर कन्वर्ट्स द मेटाबॉलिज्म लीवर जो होता है वो कन्वर्ट करता है एक्सेस ऑफ ग्लूकोज को जो फाउंड होता है इन ब्लड इंटू ग्लाइकोजन में कन्वर्ट करता है, ठीक है, एक्सेस ऑफ ग्लूकोज को जो ब्लड में फाउंड होता है, एंड स्टोर्स इट इनटू हेप्टिक सेल, और उसको स्टोर करता है हेप्टिक सेल में एज ए रिजर्व न्यूट्रिएंट्स, ठीक है, एज ए रिजर्व न्यूट्रिएंट्स. इफ द नेसेसिटी ऑफ ग्लूकोज अराइजेज, द लीवर कन्वर्ट ग्लाइकोजन इनटू ग्लूकोज, thus it regulates the quantity of glucose in the blood. Okay. जब नेसेसिटी उन सेल्स की जो हेप्टिक सेल्स में रिजर्व होते हैं वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स, जो जब नेसेसिटी होती है बॉडी में, तो उस समय जो होता है वो ग्लूकोज, नेसेसिटी ऑफ ग्लूकोज है, जब नेसेसिटी होती है ग्लूकोज की, तो लीवर क्या करता है, कन्वर्ट करता है ग्लाइकोजन इनटू ग्लूकोज, ग्लाइकोजन को ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट करता है और रेगुलेट करता है द क्वांटिटी ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन द ब्लड, ठीक है. In case of decrease of fat in food, liver converts some of the parts of carbohydrates into fat, ठीक है. तो अगर फैट की कमी रहती है, तो फैट की कमी रहती है फूड में, तो लीवर क्या करता है, वो कन्वर्ट करता है सम ऑफ द पार्ट्स ऑफ द कार्बोहाइड्रेट इनटू फैट, कुछ पार्ट ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो होता है वो फैट में कन्वर्ट करता है. द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फिब्रिनोजन प्रोटीन टेक्स प्लेस बाई liver which helps in clotting of blood, ठीक है. The production of heparin protein takes place in liver which prohibit the clotting of blood inside the body, ठीक है. तो प्रोडक्शन ऑफ हेपरिन जो होता है, हेपरिन प्रोटीन जो होता है वो टेक्स प्लेस करता है लीवर में, और वो क्या कहते हैं, प्रोहिबिट करता है क्लॉटिंग ऑफ ब्लड इनसाइड द बॉडी. द डेड आरबीसी इज डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय द लीवर ओनली, ठीक है. जो डेड आरबीसी होता है वो ख़त्म करता है कौन, लीवर. द लीवर रिजर्व सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ आयरन, कॉपर एंड विटामिन, ठीक है. लीवर जो होता है सम क्वांटिटी ऑफ आयरन, कॉपर एंड विटामिन को रिजर्व करता है. इट हेल्प्स इन रेगुलेटिंग द बॉडी टेम्परेचर को रेगुलेट करने के लिए काम आता है. लीवर इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट क्लू इन इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग अ पर्सनस डेथ दैट हैज़ बीन ड्यू टू पॉइजन इन फूड, ठीक है. लीवर ही जो होता है सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट क्लू होता है इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग अ पर्सन डेथ, ठीक है, दैट हैज़ बीन ड्यू टू पॉइजन इन ब्लड. Gallbladder is a pear-shaped sac in which the bile coming out of liver is stored, ठीक है. जो बाइल जो होता है वो लीवर से जब बाहर निकलता है, एक्सक्रीट करता है, तो कहाँ, गैल ब्लैडर में स्टोर होता है, ठीक है. बाइल कम्स इनटू द duodenum फ्रॉम गैल ब्लैडर थ्रू द बाइल कंडक्ट, ठीक है. सिक्रेशन ऑफ बाइल इनटू द duodenum टेक्स प्लेस बाय रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन, ठीक है. बाइल इज a yellowish green colored alkaline liquid. Its pH value is 7.7. The quantity of water is 85% and the quantity of bile pigment is 12%, ठीक है. The main function of bile are as under. It makes the medium of food alkaline so that pancreatic juice can work. It kills the harmful bacteria coming with food, ठीक है. और क्या करता है बाइल, इट emulsifies the fats, emulsified करता है फैट का, or it accelerate the boil moment of intensity by which digestive juice in the food mix well. It is helpful in the absorption of vitamin K and other vitamins mixed in fats, ठीक है. In case of obstruction in bile duct, liver cells stop taking bilirubin from blood. As a result, bilirubin spreads throughout the body. This is called as jaundice, ठीक है. इन केस ऑफ ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन इन बाइल डक्ट, लीवर जो होता है वो सेल्स स्टॉप कर देता है एंड टेकिंग बिलिरुबिन फ्रॉम द ब्लड, बिलिरुबिन को ब्लड से लेता है. एज ए रिजल्ट बिलिरुबिन स्प्रेड्स थ्रू आउट द बॉडी. बिलिरुबिन जो स्प्रेड होता है और उससे जॉन्डिस होता है. पैनक्रियाज, दिस इज द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट ग्लैंड ऑफ द ह्यूमन बॉडी, ठीक है. इट एक्ट्स एज अ साइमल्टेनियसली एंडोक्राइन एंड एक्सोक्राइन टाइप ऑफ ग्लैंड, ठीक है. पैनक्रियाटिक जूस secretes out of it, in which 9.8% of water and the remaining parts contain salt and enzymes. It is alkaline liquid whose pH value is 7.5 से 8.3 रहता है pH value. It contains the enzymes which can digest all the three types of food materials like carbohydrate, fat, protein, ठीक है. Therefore it is called the complete digestive juice होता है complete. Slits of Langerhans, this is the part of the pancreas, ठीक है. It was described by the medical scientist Langerhans from its beta cell insulin, from alpha cell glucagons and from gamma cell somatosteny hormones are secreted. Insulin क्या होता है, it is secreted by beta cell of slates of Langerhans, ठीक है. Glucagon is secreted by gamma cell, and somatostatin hormone is secreted by islets of Langerhans, ठीक है. It was discovered by Banting and Best in the year 1921, ठीक है. It controls the process of making glycogen from glucose. Diabetes is caused due to the deficiency of insulin. Excessive flow of insulin causes hypoglycemia, in which one loses the reproducing capacity and vision deterioration, ठीक है. Glucagon क्या होता है? It reconverts the glycogen into glucose. Somatostatin, this is the polypeptide hormone which increase the duration of assimilation of food. Malfunctioning of pancreas causes diabetes. Malfunctioning of pancreas causes insulin is essential for uptake of glucose by cells of body. Circulatory system, the discovery of blood circulation was done by William Harvey in the year 1628. There are four parts under it: heart, arteries, veins, blood, ठीक है. ये है सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम के 4 पार्ट्स. हार्ट क्या करता है? इट रिमेन्स सेफ इन द पेरिकार्डियल मेम्ब्रेन. इट्स वेट इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 300 ग्राम का होता है हार्ट, ठीक है. हार्ट ऑफ ए ह्यूमन इज मेड अप ऑफ 4 चेम्बर्स, 4 चेम्बर्स में बना रहता है. इन द एंट्रोलिटी साइड देयर इज अ राइट auricle and a left auricle. In the posterior side of the heart there is a right ventricle and the left ventricle persist, ठीक है. between the right auricles, the right ventricles, there is a tricuspid valve, ठीक है. between the left auricles and the left ventricles there is a bicuspid valve होता है. the blood vessels carrying the blood from the body towards the heart is called the vein, ठीक है. the vein, there is a impure blood, is it carbon dioxide mixed blood. its exceptions is pulmonary vein which always carry pure blood, ठीक है. pulmonary vein carries the blood from lungs to left auricle. it carries pure blood, ठीक है. the main blood vessels carrying the blood from the heart towards the body is called aorta उसको बोलते हैं. this is the largest artery found in human, ठीक है. ये सबसे बड़ी artery जो होती है वो human में होती है. okay, then in artery there is pure blood, is that oxygenated blood. its exception is pulmonary artery carries the blood from right ventricle to lungs. it contains impure blood. in the right part of the heart there remains impure blood, is that carbon dioxide mixed blood. and in the left part of the heart there remains pure blood, is that oxygen mixed blood, ठीक है. the artery carrying blood to the muscles of the heart are called the coronary arteries. बोलते हैं any type of hindrance it causes heart attack. any type of hindrance, कुछ भी गड़बड़ hindrance हुई तो heart attack का cause करते हैं. courses of circulation, mammals have double circulating. it means blood have to cross 2 times from heart before circulating throughout the body, ठीक है. right auricle receive impure blood from the body which goes into right ventricles. from here the blood went into pulmonary artery which send it to the lung for purifications. after purification it is collected by pulmonary vein which bring it back to heart in left auricle. from auricle it went into left ventricle. now this purified blood is sent into aorta for different organ of body. this circulation is done in a cardiac cycle, ठीक है. cardiac cycle क्या होता है? rhythmic systole, contraction and diastole, relaxation of auricle and ventricle constitutes a cardiac cycle, ठीक है. heart beat क्या होता है? heart keeps beating rhythmically, ठीक है. rhythmically beat करती है throughout the life. there is a node from which contraction of originated from is known as SA node. SA node करते हैं. SA node को क्या बोलते हैं? Atrial node, as seen in atrial node, it is a specialized area of cardiac muscles fiber in right auricle. SA node is also known as pacemaker, as it generates each wave of cardiac impulse. Atrioventricular node, AV node कहते हैं इसको. AV node is present close to the radial septum near the right AV aperture. Wave of contraction is picked up by AV node which spread through. ठीक है. Wave of excitation is picked up by AV node which spread through AV bundle of muscles fibers present on arterial septum as well as interventricular septum. Artificial pacemaker, when SA node becomes defective or damaged, the cardiac impulses do not generate. This can be cured by surgical grafting of an artificial pacemaker, an electric device in the chest of the patient. It simulates the heart electrically at regular intervals. Systole and dysystole of the heart are collectively called heartbeat. In the normal condition, the heart of the human beats 72 times, and in a single beat, it pumps approximately 70 ml blood. The blood pressure of a normal human is 120 to 80, systolic 120, and diastolic is 80. Blood pressure is measured by sphygmomanometer. ठीक है. Thyroxine and adrenaline are the hormones which independently controls the heartbeat. ठीक है. The CO2 present in the blood accelerates the heartbeat by reducing the pH. Presence of air bubble in the blood stream is dangerous to life because it may obstruct the flow of blood. ठीक है. Next क्या है? Lymph circulatory system. The light yellow liquid found in the intercellular space between different tissues and cells is called lymph. Lymph is a fluid whose composition is like blood plasma, in which nutrient, oxygen, and various other substances are present with WBC. The corpuscles found in the lymph are called the lymphocytes. In fact, these are white blood corpuscles. WBC को कहते हैं. ठीक है. Lymph flows only in one direction from tissue towards heart in lymph vessels. ठीक है. Function of lymph क्या है? The lymphocytes present in lymph helps to prevent the body from diseases by killing the harmful bacteria or other substances. Lymph form the lymphocytes. ठीक है. The node found in lymph vessels are called as the lymph node and works as a filter or microbes in the human body. Lymph helps in healing the wounds. Lymph circulates different material from tissues to veins. ठीक है. Excretory system क्या होता है? Excretion, removal of nitrogenous waste product formed during metabolism from the body of human is called the excretion. Normally, excretion means the release of nitrogenous excretory substances like urea, ammonia, uric acid, etc. The main excretory organs of human are as follows: kidneys, skin, liver, and lungs. Kidney is the main excretory organ in human and other mammals. Is a pair of kidneys. Its weight is 140 grams. There are two parts of it. Outer part is called cortex, and the inner part is called the medulla. Each kidney is made up of approximately 13 1 tens 100,000 1 tens 100,000 10,000 lakh 10 lakh crore 1 crore 30 lakhs kidney ducts, which are called the nephrons. Nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney. There is a cup-like structure in the every nephron called Bowman's capsules. Glomerulus is made up of thin blood vessels found in the Bowman's capsules, which is made up of two types of arterioles. Afferent arteriole, which carries the blood to the glomerulus, efferent arteriole by which the blood is taken out of the glomerulus. The process of filtration of liquids into the cavity of Bowman's capsule is called the ultrafiltration. The main function of the kidney is purification of blood plasma, is that to excrete the unwanted nitrogenous waste substances through urination. The supply of blood to kidney takes place in large quantity in comparison to other organs. In the kidneys, average 125 ml per minute blood is filtered. Is that 180 liters out of it 1.45 liters urine is formed daily, and the remaining is absorbed back by the cells of nephron and mix into blood. Urine is an aqueous solution in which 95% is water. Other constituents are urea, uric acid, chloride, sodium, potassium, creatinine, organic and inorganic compound. The color of the urine is light yellow, okay, due to the presence of urochromes in it. Urochrome is formed by the dissociation of hemoglobin, ठीक है. यूरिन इज एसिडिक होता है, इसका pH वैल्यू जो होता है वो 6 होता है. द स्टोन फॉर्मेड इन द किडनीज इज मेड अप ऑफ कैल्शियम ऑक्सलेट. स्किन जो होता है वो ऑयल ग्लैंड एंड स्वीट ग्लैंड्स फाउंड इन द स्किन respectively secretes sebum and sweet. Liver जो होता है, liver cells play the main role in excretion by converting more and more amino acids and ammonia of the blood into urea. The lungs excrete two types of gaseous substances, carbon dioxide and water vapor. The excretions of some substances like garlic, onion, some species in which vapor components is present excreted by the lungs. Different animals and excreted parts, ठीक है. Different animals like unicellular animals of Prophylum, colentrates, flatworm, इन सब का excretory parts दिया हुआ है, ठीक है. ये टेबल आप लोग देख लेना. Dialysis is process of removal of excess urea from the blood of patient using artificial kidney, ठीक है. Nervous system क्या होता है? Under the system, thin thread like nerves are spread throughout the body. After receiving the information of environmental changes from the sensitive organs, it spreads them speedily like electrical impulses and establish working and coordination among different organs, ठीक है. यही नर्वस सिस्टम काम रहता है. नर्वस सिस्टम ह्यूमन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करता है. सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम, पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम, ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम, ठीक है. सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम क्या होता है? पार्ट ऑफ द नर्वस सिस्टम विच कीप्स कंट्रोल ऑन द होल बॉडी and on nervous system itself is called the central nervous system, ठीक है. The central nervous system of a human is made up of two parts, brain and spinal cord, ठीक है. brain is covered by membrane, ठीक है. brain जो membrane से covered रहता है. तो many genes, it is situated in a bony box called cranium which protect it from the external injury, ठीक है. ब्रेन जो होता है वो 3 टाइप का होता है, फोर ब्रेन, मिड ब्रेन, हिंड ब्रेन, ठीक है. फोर ब्रेन जो होता है वो होता है सेरेब्रम, थैलेमस, हाइपोथैलेमस, ठीक है. कॉर्पोरा क्वाड्रिजेमिया मीना, ठीक है. क्वाड्रिजेमिना. मिड ब्रेन होता है. हिंड ब्रेन होता है सेरेब्रम, पोन्स, मेडुला, ठीक है. फोर ब्रेन. द वेट ऑफ द ब्रेन ऑफ ह्यूमन इज 30-50 grams, 1350 ग्राम होता है. द फंक्शन ऑफ द सेरिब्रम, दिस इज द मोस्ट डेवलप्ड पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रेन. दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ विजडम, मेमोरी, विल पावर, मूवमेंट्स, नॉलेज, थिंकिंग. सेरिब्रम जो होता है वो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट होता है बॉडी ब्रेन का, ठीक है. इससे ही सारे कुछ होती है. विल पावर, मूवमेंट, नॉलेज, थिंकिंग, सब कुछ होती है इसी से. द एनालिसिस एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ मस्कुलर मूवमेंट रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम द सेंस ऑर्गन, ठीक है. द फंक्शन ऑफ थैलामस, इट इज़ द सेंटर ऑफ फीलिंग, ठीक है. पेन, कोल्ड और हीट जो होता है वो थैलामस से होता है. फंक्शन ऑफ Hypothalamus controls the hormonal secretion of endocrine glands. Hormones secreted from posterior pituitary gland secrete through it. This is the center of hunger, thirst, temperature control, love, hate, etc. Blood pressure, metabolism, water, sweet, anger, joy, etc. are controlled by it. तो हाइपोथैलेमस ये सब कंट्रोल करता है. मिड ब्रेन क्या होता है? द फंक्शन ऑफ corpora quadrigemina. This is the center of control on vision and hearing power. ठीक है. इंटरवेन function of cerebellum. It is somewhat at the back of head and consists of two cerebellar hemisphere like cerebrum. It is a large reflex center for coordination of muscular body movements and maintenance of posture. ठीक है. Pons क्या होता है? Pons it act as a bridge carrying ascending and descending tracks between brain and spinal cord. Medulla क्या होता है? It is posterior most part of brain and continuous into the spinal cord. It connects and communicate the brain with spinal cord. It contains the cardiac, respiratory and vasomotor center that control complex activity like heart actions, respirations, coughing, sneezing, etc. The brain of the human is situated in the cranium, which protects it from external injury. Brain is covered by membrane called the meninges. EEG यानी कि electroencephalography is done to know the function of brain. Spinal cord क्या होता है? The posterior region of the medulla oblongata forms the spinal cord. Its main functions are coordination and control of reflex actions. Is that it works as the center of the reflex actions. It carries the impulses coming out of brain. Reflex action was first described by the scientist Marshall Hall. ठीक है. Peripheral nervous system क्या होता है? Peripheral nervous systems is made up of the nerves arising from brain and spinal cord. These are called the cranial and spinal nerves respectively. There are sensory, motor and mixed nerve. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerve found in human. ठीक है. The unit of nervous tissue is called the neuron or nerve cell. Autonomic nervous system क्या होता है? Autonomic nervous system is made up of some brain nerves and some spinal cord nerves. It supplies nerves to all the internal organs and blood vessels of the body. Langley first presented the concept of autonomic nervous system in the year 1921. There are two parts of autonomic nervous system. The first is sympathetic nervous system. दूसरा है parasympathetic nervous system. The function of sympathetic nervous system, it narrows the blood vessels in the skin. By its action, hair gets erected. It reduces the secretion of salivary gland. ठीक है. It increases the heartbeat. It increases the secretion of sweat glands. It stretches the pupil of eyeball. It relaxes the muscles of urinary bladder. It reduces the speed of contraction and relaxation of intestine. The rate of respiration increases. It increases the blood pressure. ठीक है. It increases the blood pressure. The rate of respiration increases. It increases the sugar level in the blood. It increases the number of RBC in the blood. It helps in clotting of blood. Collective impact of this affects fear, pain and anger. Function of this system is normally the opposite of sympathetic nervous system. For example, it widens the lumen of blood vessels except the coronary blood vessels. It increases the secretion of saliva and other juices. It contraction of pupil is caused by this. It creates contraction in the other muscles of the urinary bladder. It creates contraction and motion in intestinal walls. The effect of this nervous system collectively creates the occasion of rest and joy. skeletal system क्या होता है? Skeletal system of human is made up of two parts, ठीक है, axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton. Axial क्या होता है? The skeleton which makes the main axis of the body is called axial skeleton. Skull, vertebral column and bones of chest comes under it. There are 80 bones in axial skeleton. Skull क्या होता है? There are 22 bones in it. Out of these, 8 bones jointly protect the brain of the human, known as cranium bone. The structure made up of these bones is called forehead. All the bones of the forehead remain joined strongly by the sutures. There are 14 bones in addition to this which form the face. Ear ossicles have 6 bones and hyoid is made up of 1 bone. ठीक है. Vertebral column. The vertebral column of the human is made up of 33 vertebra. All the vertebra are joined together by intervertebral disc. Vertebra is made up flexible by this intervertebral disc. ठीक है. तो we divided the whole vertebral column into the following parts. ठीक है. The first vertebra, which is called the atlas, hold the skull. Cervical region, thoracic region, lumbar region, sacral region, caudal region. vertebrae 12, ये सब सारे vertebrae हैं इसके. टोटल 33 रहते हैं. ठीक है. Functions of vertebra holds the head. It provides the base of the neck and body. It helps the human in standing, walking, etc. It provides flexibility to the neck and body by which human can move its neck and body in any direction. It provides protection in spinal cord. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्या है? appendicular skeleton. The following are the parts of it. ठीक है. Foot bones. Both hands and feet have 53 bones. Foot is consist of 26 bones, while hand is made up of 27 bones. To hold the forelimb and hind limb on the axial skeleton. In human there are 2 girdles. The girdle of forelimb is called the pectoral girdle, and girdle of hind limb is called the pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle joined with forelimb is called the humerus, and the bone from pelvic girdle joined to hind girdle is called the femur. Function of skeletal system: to provide a definite shape of the body, to provide protection of soft parts of the body, to provide a base to the muscles for joining, to help the respirations and nutrition, to form red blood corpuscles. The total number of bones in human body is 206 से 208. The total number of bones during childhood 270. The total number of bones of head 29, forehead 8, facial 14, ear 6, hyoid is 1. The total number of bones in vertebral column is initially 33. After development 26, 5 skeletal fuse into 1 and 4 caudal fuse into 1. Total number of bones of ribs 24. The longest and the strongest bone of the body, femur. Bone of thigh जो होता है वो सबसे longest और strongest होता है. The smallest bone of the body is steps. Bone of ear. Foramen and magnum is an aperture found in the skull. ठीक है. The name and number of bones, some of the specific reasons. ठीक है. Steps सबसे smallest रहता है. ठीक है. External ear of man is mainly made up of cartilage. The muscles and bones are joined together by tendon. ठीक है. The muscles which join bone to bone is called the ligaments. Ligaments of human body are made up of yellow fiber. Endocrine system and exocrine glands. Gland which have duct are called the exocrine gland. Secretion of enzymes pass through it. Example: digestive gland, sweat gland, mucous gland, salivary gland. Endocrine gland, these are the ductless gland. Hormones are secreted by these gland. Hormones are sent to the different part of the body through blood plasma. Example: pituitary gland. thyroid gland and parathyroid gland, etc. Function and effect of main endocrine system of the human body and hormones secreted by the pala pituitary gland. It is situated in the depression of sphenoid bone of the forehead. This is called sella tunica. Its weight is approximately 0.6 grams. This is also known as the master gland. Pituitary gland is controlled by hypothalamus. ठीक है. The function of the hormones secreted by pituitary gland is TH hormone जो होता है somato somatotropic hormone. It controls the growth of the body, especially the growth of bones, by the excessiveness of TH. Gigantism and acromegaly are caused in which height of the human grows abnormally. Lack of STH causes dwarfism in human. TSH hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone. It stimulates the thyroid gland to secrete hormone. ACTH hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone. It controls the secretion of adrenal cortex. GTH hormone, growth hormone, it controls the function of bone. This is of two types: FSH hormone, follicle stimulating hormone. In male it stimulates spermatogenesis in the seminiferous tubulus of the testes. In female it stimulates the Graafian follices of the ovary to secrete the hormones estrogen. ठीक है. LH hormones होते हैं जो luteinizing hormone होते हैं. Interstitial cell stimulating hormones. Secretion of testosterone hormone takes place in male, and in case of female estrogen hormone secreted. ठीक है. LTH hormone lactogenic hormone होता है. Its main function is to stimulate secretion of milk in breast for infants. ADH hormone antidiuretic hormone. It causes increase in blood pressure. It is helpful in maintaining the water balance in the body and reduces the volume of urine. ठीक है. Hypothalamus is the part of brain which control emotional reaction in our body. Thyroid gland, this is situated below the larynx on both sides of respiratory trachea in throat of human. The hormones secreted by it are thyroxine and triiodothyronine. ठीक है. Function of thyroxine: it increases the speed of cellular respirations. It is necessary for the normal growth of the body, particularly for the development of bones, hair, etc. The normal function of reproductive organs depend on the activeness of thyroid gland. It controls the water balance of the body in coordination with the hormones of pituitary gland. Diseases caused by deficiency of thyroxine. ठीक है. पहला क्या होता है? Cretinism. This disease affects the children. The mental and physical retardedness of the child. Myxedema in this disease which normally attack during youth, and the metabolism does not take place properly, which causes a reduction in heartbeat and blood pressure. Hypothyroidism. This disease is caused due to chronic deficiency of thyroxine hormone. Due to this disease, the normal reproduction is not possible. Sometimes due to this the human becomes dumb and deaf. ठीक है. Next, gout. This is the disease caused by the deficiency of iodine in food. ठीक है. In this disease, the shape of the thyroid gland enlarges abnormally. Iodinization of salt is a public health measure is to prevent goitry. This is caused by the excessiveness of thyroxine. Exothalamic gout is this disease. Eyes get plugging out of the eye socket, which with increased metabolic rate. Parathyroid gland. This is situated in the right back of the thyroid gland of the throat. Two hormones are secreted by it. Parathyroid hormone. This hormone is secreted when there is a deficiency of calcium in the blood. Calcitonin. This is the hormone is released when there is excess of calcium in the blood is present. Hence, hormones secreted by parathyroid glands control the quantity of calcium in blood. Our adrenal gland. There are two parts of this gland. Outer part is cortex and the inner part is medulla. Hormones secreted by cortex and their functions. Glucocorticoids. This is control the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Mineral low corticoids. Its main function is reabsorption of iron by kidney ducts and to control the quantity of other iron in the body. Sex hormones. It controls the sexual behavior and secondary sexual characters. Cortex is essential for life. If this is extracted completely from the body, human will remain alive only for a week or two. In case of deformation of cortex, the process of metabolism gets disturbed. This disease is called Addison's disease. Hormones secreted by medulla and their functions. Epinephrine. This is an amino acids. Norepinephrine. This is also an amino acids. The work of both the hormones is similar. These equally increase the relaxation and contraction of heart muscles. As a result, blood pressure increases and decreases. In case of sudden stop of heartbeat, epinephrine is helpful in restarting the heartbeat. The hormone secreted by adrenal gland is called the flight, fight hormone. Thymus is endocrine gland found situated in chest cavity. Produce the hormone thymosins. Gonads क्या होता है? Ovary. The following hormones are secreted by this estrogen. It completes the development of reproductive organs. Progesterone. It stimulates the thickening of uterus lining during ovarian cycle. Lexine during pregnancy. It is found in uterus and placenta. This hormone smoothens the pubic symphysis and it widens the uterus cervix so that a child is delivered easily. Oxytocin is a hormone which helps in contraction of uterine wall during childbirth and play an important role in release of milk from mammary gland secreted by hypothalamus. Then testis, the hormone secreted by it is called the testosterone. It motivates the sexual behavior and growth of secondary sexual characters. Oxytocin is an example of hormone used to cause contraction of uterus. Respiratory system. The most important organ of the respiratory system of human is lungs, where the exchange of gases takes place. All those organs come under respiratory system which help in exchange of gases are nasal passage, larynx or voice box, trachea, bronchioles, lungs, etc. Nasal passage. Its main function is related to sniffing. Its inner cavity is lined with mucous membrane. This secretes approximately half liter of mucosa every day. This is prevent the particles of dust, bacteria, or other small organisms from entering into the body. It makes the air weight and entering into the body and equalize it with the temperature of the body. Pharynx. It's situated behind the nasal cavity, a common passage of both respiratory and digestive system. Larynx. Pharynx open into an anterior wider part of trachea called the larynx. The opening is called the glottis. A cartilaginous flap-like structure cover the glottis called the epiglottis, which prevent the entry of blood during swallowing. A pair of vocal cord is present inside the larynx, help in producing sound. Trachea. From the base of larynx, a tube passes through the neck and reaches up to middle of thorax is called the trachea. Okay. It is supported by C-shaped cartilaginous ring. Internally, trachea is lined by ciliated and mucus secreting epithelium. Bronchi in the thoracic region, trachea divides into two branches called bronchi. Each bronchus enters into the lung of its own side. After entering into the lung, branches of each side divided and redivided into very fine tube called the bronchioles. Finally, bronchioles give rise alveoli or alveolar sac. Alveoli are the site of gaseous exchange. Lungs. There is a pair of lungs in the thoracic cavity. Its color is pink red and looks like spongy. Right lung is larger in comparison to left lung. Each lung is surrounded by a membrane which is called the pleural membrane. There is a network of blood capillaries. Here oxygen enters into the blood and CO2 releases out from the blood. The process of respiration can divide into four parts: external respiration, transportation of gases, internal respiration, cellular respirations, external expirations. This is divided into two parts: breathing or exchange of gases. Breathing क्या होता है? In lungs, air is taken and given out at a certain rate, which is called the breathing. An adult breath happens 12 to 20 times in a minute. ठीक है? Mechanism: breathing. Inspiration. At this stage, air from the environment enters into the lungs through the nasal passage. Due to the increase in the dimensions of the thoracic cavity, and low pressure is formed in the lungs, and air enters into the large lungs from environment. This air continues to enter until the pressure of air inside and outside the body become equal. Diaphragm is flatter during the aspirations. Expirations क्या होता है? In this process air comes out of the lungs. ठीक है? Concentration of air in breathing. ठीक है? उसमें क्या होना चाहिए? एयर इनलेट क्या होना चाहिए? 17% ऑक्सीजन, नाइट्रोजन 21% ऑक्सीजन और 0.03% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. एक्सलेट करने के टाइम 4% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होना चाहिए, 70% ऑक्सीजन और नाइट्रोजन 79. Every day exhausted 400 ml of water is excreted out through breathing. The maximum volume of air which can be inhaled by human is called the total lung capacity. ठीक है? Exchange of gases. The exchange of gases take place inside the lungs. ठीक है? This gaseous exchange take place on the basis of concentration gradient through normal diffusion. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gases take place due to the difference in partial pressure. The direction of diffusion in both sides. Diaphragm is arched during normal expiration. Transportation of gases. So the process of reaching of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide from lungs to the cells body and coming back again to the lungs is called the transportation of gases. Transportation of oxygen takes place by hemoglobin present in blood. Transportation of carbon dioxide from cells to the lung takes place by hemoglobin only to the extent of 10 to 20%. Transportation of carbon dioxide takes place through circulation of blood. By mixing with plasma, carbon dioxide is formed carbonic acid. After mixing in plasma, transportation of 7% carbon dioxide takes place in this form. In the form of bicarbonate, 70% part of the carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonates is transported. It mixes with potassium and sodium of blood and forms potassium bicarbonate and sodium bicarbonate. Internal respiration. Inside the body, gaseous exchange takes place between blood and tissue fluid, which is called the internal respirations. The gases exchange in lungs is called the external respiration. ठीक है? Cellular respirations. Gaseous glucose is oxidized by oxygen, reached into cell This process is called cellular respiration. Types of cellular respirations. Together there are two types of respirations: anaerobic respirations. If the oxidation of food takes place in absence of oxygen, during this only two ATP molecules are produced from one molecule of glucose, final product of anaerobic respirations. In animal tissue like skeletal muscle cells, in lactic acid C6H12O6 होता है वो lactic acid 2C3H6O3 plus energy in animal. ठीक है. In each the certain bacterial ethylene alcohol or ethanol produces. C6H12 जो होता है वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है 2C2H5OH plus 2O2 equals to energy in plant. ठीक है. Ethyl alcohol. Anaerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. The complete oxidation of glucose takes place. As a result, CO2H2O is formed and energy is released in huge amount. ठीक है. C6H12O6 plus 6O2, 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus 2870 Kelvin. Energy equals to 38 ATP. The complex process in cellular respiration is divided into two parts: glycolysis, cytoplasm or Krebs cycle, mitochondria, glycolysis. Its study was first done by embedded Muir pathway. Therefore, it is also called EMP path. Glycolysis is present in both types of respirations, aerobic and anaerobic. This process takes place in cytoplasm as a result of decompositions of one glucose atom in glycolysis. Two atoms of pyruvic acid is formed. To start this process, two atoms of ATP adenosis triphosphate takes place, but at the end of this process, four atoms ATP are obtained. Therefore, as a result of glycolysis, two atom ATP are obtained. Is that 1600 calorie? 2 into 8000 energy is obtained. There is no need of oxygen in glycolysis. Hence, this process is similar in both anaerobic and aerobic respiration. In this 4 molecule of hydrogen format, which is used in converting NAD2 to NADH. Okay. The enzymes which take part in glycolysis during respiration are found in cell cytoplasm. 2 Krebs cycle. It was described by Hans Krebs in 1937. This is also called a citric acid cycle or a tricarboxylic cycle. This process is completed inside the mitochondria in presence of specific enzymes. Breakdown of pyruvate into CO2H2O and energy takes place in mitochondria. ठीक है. Two atoms of each ADP and ATP are formed. In this cycle, 4 pair of hydrogen atoms are released. ठीक है. In complete cycle, 2 molecules of pyruvic acid produces 12 molecules of carbon dioxide. In our system, maximum number of ATP molecules are formed during Krebs cycles. ठीक है. Production of energy by the oxidation and of pyruvic acid. 1 atom of ATP, 5 atoms of NADH and 1 atom of NADH2 are formed. From 1 atom of NADH, 3 atoms of ATP, and from 1 atom of NADH2, 2 atoms of ATP are obtained. Hence, from 1 atom of pyruvic acid 1 plus 3 into 5 plus 2 into 1 equals to 18 atoms of ATP are formed. From 1 atom of glucose, 2 atoms of pyruvic acid are formed, by which 36 atoms of ATP are released. During the glycolysis, 2 atoms of ATP are obtained. Hence, during the oxidation of 1 atom of glucose, total 2 plus 36 go 38 atoms of ATP atoms are obtained. Respiratory substances, carbohydrate, fat, protein are the main respiratory substances. At first, oxidation of glucose takes place, then fat after the consumption of carbohydrate, fat oxidation of protein. ठीक है. Note: respiration is a catabolic process. It also reduces the weight of the body. Respiration is controlled by medulla oblongata, cyanide poisoning causes death in second due to the breaking down the electron transport chain system. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये चैप्टर ओवर हुआ. नाउ नेक्स्ट न्यूट्रिशन पढ़ेंगे हम लोग नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. न्यूट्रिएंट्स. टिल देन लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू.